Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're gonna be going over how to improve in Fortnite. Now these tips are gonna be beginner to expert, doesn't really matter what skill level you are, pretty much sums up everything else. So the first thing I want to go over is I guess you could say arm positioning. When if you're on keyboard and mouse, your arm positioning is a big thing. For me, I like having my arm kind of like to the left a little bit more, not necessarily centered, but to the left. Um, this provides really good editing speeds, really good edits in general, much more wide range of motion. Hit a lot more edits, hit a lot more headshots, and overall you're gonna be cooking. Second tip I'm gonna put is ring positioning. Ring positioning is very important when it comes to this game. So basically, what you're going to want to know is dead side positioning, which we'll also go over later in this video, and probably should know basic rotating, where you can go, where you can't go, how popular a drop is, basic things like that. We'll go also piece control is a big one. When you're taking fights, you should be able to box up pretty easily. You should generally know if you have enough power in the fight. So like if you crack someone first, you should be pushing. If they crack you, you should be boxing and healing. You should multi-box, stuff like that. I don't think there's anything else really. Let's see. Retakes, that's a big thing. Retakes. When you're retaking, you should know retakes. We'll go over that later in the video too. Piece control, I guess, wall takes, but that falls back in piece control. But yeah, we'll get into this pretty soon. Alright, so ring positioning. What I basically mean when I say ring positioning is dead side rotates. Alright, dead side rotates, knowing when you're gonna front side rotate, knowing when you're going to when you need to go to ring, looking out for storm, knowing how much time you have, reading the map, basically knowing where you need to go on the map to win the game. Alright guys, here's some really good examples of map rotations. Alright, so let's say ring is pulling. Right. Alright, that looks like a really good first round. Alright, let's say ring is pulling to the northwestern side of the map, right? It's probably a little smaller, but yeah, let's say ring's pulling about here, okay? Let's say you land, for example, on the eastern side of the map, so like Grand Glacier, for example. So ring would look like this, right? Ring would look somewhat like this, right? That would be your ring. That would be the path that Fort would give you, okay? That would be on the map. That would be the path that the regular Fortnite would give you, okay? Right? We don't want to do that, okay? Because a lot of people are going to be towards the middle of the map, landing reckless, landing restored, landing the raft, especially, right? So all of these are going to be contested POIs right here, okay? Alright, so where you would want to go is instead of going Grand Glacier straight to Reckless, right? You would want to go from Grand Glacier, right, somewhere to like Doom's Courtyard, okay, and then rotate into like Rebel's Roost, all right, or maybe rotate from Doom's Courtyard to like, right, you can do a rotate like that. Alright, rotate from Doom's Courtyard to Doom's Slat, or Doom's Courtyard to Rebel's Roost, wherever you want to go. Right, and then you can do Underworld and everything else. Right. Alright, so let's say you landed somewhere like Mount Olympus, for example. Okay, let's say you landed somewhere like Mount Olympus. Right. If you landed somewhere Mount Olympus, the default game would give you something like this. Right. It would give you something like that. Right, the default game would say to go straight into the middle of the map. Okay, again, you don't want to do this because people are going to be there, right? A lot of players are going to be there. Very contested. All right. So where you want to go would be from Mount Olympus, right? Mount Olympus down to Brawlers, maybe Sandy Steps, because no one lands here. This is pretty much dead. And then make your way up there and get into ring. All right, that's some really good examples of a dead side rotate. All right, let's go over some good examples of when you can front side rotate. So let's say ring. So it's a smaller ring, okay? So let's say it's a smaller ring, you know, about like here, right? And we'll color this, I don't know, purple, or yeah, we'll color this purple or pink, magenta, right? All right. So this is a smaller ring, you know, maybe ring 3, ring 4 potentially. When you're going, what you want to start with, right? Let's say you're in restored reels, all right? You rotated from, I don't know, wherever, and you're in restored reels, right? Storm's on your back, okay? It would be better for you to go from restored reels to reckless and get in, right? Box up, heal, right? Instead of you doing this super long rotate from reckless to like doom slat to doom score. Alright, that one makes sense if Storm's right on your back, okay? So not in every case you would need to dead sign rotate. So here's our first example of a piece control. Here I am fighting a person, right? Pretty easy fight. Drop down, easy wall steal, peanut butter, boom, done. Simple as that. Alright, this is the most basic format of piece control, where you basically steal someone's wall and you're just gonna edit to your liking and basically just destroy them. Alright, I'll pop a flare, see the next guy. Notice how I box up knowing that I'm low, and I just pop heals. Don't fully heal because, you know, I'm weird. This person was clearly being annoying. See how I'm trying to counter piece, right? Boom. And I'm out of ammo. Alright, reload my gun. Drop down. With 2 shots and finally get him. Right, but you see in that case, right, I stole his wall super simply and just straight up got him. Alright, I hit a big shot first too, which is good, very good crosshair placement. So when it comes down to aiming, there's really only one thing you can do is practice. It's only gonna come naturally when you find what sense you like. The biggest thing about aiming, I would say, is not to peek for too long. Not to be aiming for too long, per se. Just basically be careful, because you can get sniped, you can get hit for a ton of damage if you over peek too much. That's really it. Aiming is pretty simple. It just comes with practice and time. So we're in game, we're going to be talking about build techniques. So skip, hop right into it. So the first technique we're going to be going over is easily, right, you should know this pretty much first, is going to be ramp pushing. So just simply floor, wall, ramp. Pretty simple. The second one we're going to be going over is going to be cranking, which, again, pretty simple. You guys should know this. Should just be self-explanatory. Basically building a tower. Right. Right. The more advanced techniques are going to be something like, I don't know, double editing. Basically, when you do this, it's basically just 2 edits. Another advanced move would be if you did this while in person, you know how to do a combo. So this. Yeah. And eventually you're gonna get to the point where you just kind of where you get into actual retakes. This is probably the most popular and most effective retake. You put wall here, wall here, wall here, wall here, wall here. This doesn't have to be a cone, it should actually be a stair. And you basically edit right here. So see, if people are coming from your left side, you do it like this. People coming from your right side, do it like that. It's very flexible, versatile. You can change which way you're going. Do it like that. You basically can go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So a tunnel, as the name implies, it looks something like this. Right, it's you just making multiple boxes outward of each other, and you know you can go this way, right, up. Right. So it's literally making a tunnel for yourself, right, to provide protection in those like enemies. Anyway guys, thanks for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe, it helps the channel a lot, and I'll see you in the next one.